Band from sunny South Florida. Please put your hands together. The one, the only. Last year's IBC solo finalist. And going back up again this year to the IBC. The Pitbull of Blues, Mr. Josh Rowan.
Trying to do. I said, baby, what you trying to do? I'd do anything, baby, to get right next to you. Well, Lord knows I love you, baby. You know the reason why. I only know I love you, baby. Lord knows the reason why. Every time you make me smile, baby, you make me hang my head and cry. I said, baby, everything gonna be alright. Baby, everything gonna be alright. Come on, honey, baby, let's get together, have fun every night. Ladies and gentlemen, on the keys, Mr. Freddie Gasparini. Freddie over here, y'all, come on. Tell me, honey, baby, what's been going on? You've been running around here, baby, trying to bring up my happy home. Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please, standing over here to my left, currently residing in the Clarksdale area of Mississippi. Have you seen the flyers and the posters for this event? He did the artwork with the Muddy Waters and the Niagara Falls pictures. He's an incredibly talented saxophone player. He even plays the Mississippi saxophone like a bad mother. He owes me a couple of bucks, it's all good. But we knew him when he resided in the greater Fort Lauderdale area. And it's such a pleasure for us to share the stage with him in y'all's backyard in Niagara Falls. Give it up for Mr. Stan Street. Stand on the harmonica, y'all. Come on now. this is a family show, but kids, put your fingers in your ears. They say it's 10 holes and one talented tongue on that harmonica now. You gotta be careful. Give it up for Stan Young. Those things you say I like, baby. Why you treat me like you do? When you been running around town, baby, treating me like you do. Why you lying? Why you lying? Why you lying? Why you lying? Why you lying to me, baby? It's so great to be back in Niagara Falls. So good to see everybody. Man, the first time the Pitbull of Blues Band was here was about 5 years ago, and damn, it's been too long. Thank you guys for being here with us. Yes, indeed. Back on the drums, would you please show your love? I've had the opportunity to share the stage with this gentleman since I was 14 years old, and neither one of us have ever had to bail each other out of jail. Give it up for Mr. Richie Corselli. Over here on the bass, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you by way of the Garden State of New Jersey, born in the exact same hospital as myself. Would you please show your love for my father, Mr. Denny Rowan, right here on the bass, y'all.
Thank you so very much. And as he already said, born in exactly the same hospital as myself, though not at the same time. A couple years apart. The Pitbull of Blues, Mr. Josh Roman.
Tell your story. Every man ought to know. You want a little loving, gotta start real slow. Be glad every night you treated her right. Practice my method for as long as you can. Silver reputation, babe, as a loving man. Be glad every night you treated her right. Come on, Freddie. say down low. If you show her that you love her, babe, you better believe she'll know. Be glad every night. You just treat her right. Come on, mister. Thank y'all so much. Oh, thank you, man. Glad you guys enjoying yourselves. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That? We're having a blast, sir. I see that. I see that. Genuinely.
There you go, man. Thank you.
T-shirt.
We have our Pitbull of Blues t-shirt model here. Thank you. Thank you.
That's right.
As we said, ladies and gentlemen, we brought Stan in all the way from Clarksdale, Mississippi to blow some heart and sing for you.
But originally I'm from Rochester, so there you go.
Hey, well, wait a minute now. Everybody in the band is originally from up this way somewhere. Richie's originally out of Boston. Freddie was out of Jersey, man. Everybody found their way to Florida, man. That's what happened.
Yeah, we're just humans. Here we go. Don't you ride with Daddy tonight? ride. Well, can you fly one day? Well, the moon shine bright.
Give it up for Stan right here, young. So check this out, man. We are very fortunate today to have two bands that are based out of the greater South Florida area. And because we are such a great bunch of friends down in the South Florida area, we decided to do something a little bit different for you. In addition to bringing Stan up to play with us and be a part of it from being in the area, we are also going to bring two members of the Otis Cadillac Band up right now to play and have a little bit of fun with us. Now the song we're going to do was written by a dear friend of ours out of Nashville, and it's a cool tune that he used to live in South Florida, absolutely. And we've got Mr. Clay Goldstein with us. He's going to play some harmonica. We got our dear friend Mr. Niles Blade. He's going to play some harmonica.
Nothing I like more than 3 harmonicas at once.
Oh, wait a minute. In all fairness, nobody likes a misery whistle that much. I'm sorry, a harmonica that much. I even play harmonica myself. I like it. It's fun. So this particular song is a little bit of a Cajun tune, and our dear friend Niles, originally out of the Mississippi, Louisiana area. But there's a key change in this song. So what we're going to do is let each guy do their own take and their own hit on each song. So he only has one harmonica, he only has one harmonica, and Stan only has one harmonica. So we're going it won't be a harmonica overload. Don't worry. True. Not a damn thing I can do. Even now she belongs to you. What's a man to do? What's a man to do? What's a man to do? Got a little girl that won't be true. Oh, what's a man to do? Now! Thinks I'm grand, thinks I'm a Superman. Every little girl needs a helping hand. Well, what's a man to do? I told her she gotta treat me right. I think she was playing a horn in the middle of the night. that second line groove, boy, I'll tell you what. Back on the drums, would you sing it out for Mr. Richie Corselli? Help me out. To this song, I don't know why. It's one that makes you scratch your head. You go, what? What? Well, I saw her last night about 10:30 in a barroom drinking gin with some old fool she knew back when. What's a man to do? Well, I'm so mad, Lord, I could cuss. I believe your wife's out cheating on us. Sure could raise a great big fuss. Well, what's a man to do? What's a man to do? She won't let you go. What's a man to do? Give it up for Clay over here. Give it up for Nas. So ladies and gentlemen, last night, how many of you were here? How many of you were sitting out there in your chairs when it started to rain and unfortunately things got cut a little short? We're going to help you out right now with that. Ladies and gentlemen, the first time that the Pitbull of Blues Band was scheduled to play here was back at the 7th annual festival. This was 5 years ago. On Thursday, I got a phone call from the powers that be. They said, we have a problem. Eddie Shaw is in the hospital. He's dealing with some heart issues. When are you guys going to be in town? And I said, well, we're flying in Friday. You know, if we need to try to get an earlier flight, let us know. They said, okay, we need you to help us out. I know we weren't scheduled to have you guys on Friday, but we want you guys to play Friday night. And if you're okay with it, we would like to bring Donny Walsh up to play with you guys on Friday night.
Mr. Downchild.
Mr. Downchild himself. And I said, you know what? It would be an absolute honor and an absolute pleasure for us to share the stage with Donny. And last night we were talking about that with Donny, and unfortunately they got rained out and their set got cut a little short. And ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome back to the stage to play with the Pitbull of Blues Band. Please give it up for Donny, Mr. Downchild Walsh. Now, I got a great little story for you, and he and I were talking about this yesterday. I live over in the Fort Myers area. The rest of the band is based out of Fort Lauderdale, about a 2.5-hour drive apart. There's a drummer that I work with over in the area that used to book a venue and used to book the Downchild Blues Band 25, 30 years ago in the Naples area. And I'll be damned if Donny and the other Richie didn't know each other from many, many years ago. So it's a very small world. And like I said, it's always a pleasure for us to be able to be here in Niagara Falls and to get a chance to share the stage with Donny is just an absolute blessing. So, how are you, man? Doing good. Doing good. I'm fabulous, man. All right. We're going to have a little little fun here. Tell me, baby, what's been going on? I see another man hanging around, baby, knocking on my back door. Well, baby, what you trying to do? Baby, darling, what you trying to do? Well, Lord, I don't know who this guy is, but it's gonna be the hell of me and you. Well, I'll take care of the kids, baby, always take out the trash. I don't mind doing the dishes, baby, but darling, I gotta ask, baby, who's that man, baby, knocking on my back door? Whoa, it's either him or me, baby. school. But what you doing, baby? You're gonna make me look like a fool. Tell me, babe, who's knocking on my back door? Well, hammer me now, baby. But one of us has got to go. Come on, Donny, let me hear you. Mr. Donny Walsh, y'all, come on. None of this was previously planned out or rehearsed, man, but please, give it up for Mr. Downchild himself. Give it up for Donny. Damn. Things like this only happen in a place like this, man. Give it up. By the way, put your hands together for everybody making this event so incredible. This is what, 12 years? 12 years they've been doing this? That's awesome. Is this the last one? No, don't say that, no. I know they said yesterday that the mayor's leaving, and he was the one, responsible, but he better not, man. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I hope not, man. That new mayor, I think everybody here is going to go have a riot in the new mayor's office if they take care of this festival, man.
That's right.
That's right. Baby, please, what's on your mind? Things don't go to suit you, woman. And baby, you can't be satisfied. Start your jive and talking, baby. Baby, why can't we make this way? Tell me, baby. Honey, please. What's on your mind? Things don't go to suit you, woman. And baby, you can't be satisfied. I'll blow your heart, son. Come on now. That's Marini over here on the key. You're a little bit upset. I don't know what happened to your day, but you ain't even come home to me yet. Tell me, baby, wow, what you trying to do? Don't you say, don't you say we're through. Oh, let me play this thing. Thank you so much. Stand where you at, man. Come on back up here. As I mentioned before, it is a very small musical world that we are all very blessed to be a part of. Stan and Donnie have known each other for many, many years as well. I would like to do a song with both of you guys if you don't mind.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Sometimes you got to take it back to some old school blues. Strip down all the stuff that you don't need, and well, hell, Pop, you've been playing 4 strings for years. Shit. This only got 4 strings. Yeah, that one, the neck, the tuning pegs fell off
there anymore. It's all right. Fits in the overhead real nice.
By the way, friends, would you please, I know that what they do is a thankless job. Give it up for the sound guys for making us sound better than we are, man. Give it up.
Under that white tent right over there. Yes, indeed. They are the best.
That's all right. No worries. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, would you please show your love for Mr. Donny Walsh. So, if you know anything about the blues, chances are you've run into a performer that uses a cigar box style guitar. This one, if you know this, is not a cigar box. It is made in the same style, it's made in the same concept. I don't smoke cigars, not really a fan of cigars, that's never been my thing. However, old Uncle Jack and I have a mutual understanding. It stays about as far away from me as I can stay away from it, because Lord knows that was a real bad Friday. That's all I'm gonna say. So we're gonna take it old school one time. And then if we can, after this one, we're gonna get a little wild. We're gonna get a little rowdy. Hell, maybe even a little reckless. Freddie was talking about going over the falls, I don't know. Now, most of you know that this song was probably one of the first ones very early on that Muddy Waters ever recorded, so we want to do this one in his honor right now. Well, I'm gone away to leave. baby. She gon' jump and shout. I get off that train. She gon' come on and knock me out. When I'm trouble. We all were mine. Never be satisfied, and I just can't keep from crying. Satisfied, and I just can't keep on counting. Yeah, man. All right, man. Glad you guys like that one. We're gonna get a little different. We're gonna do one of our songs right now that we've been working on. When I first picked up this instrument and started working on different tunings and trying different things with it, I said, let me see what I can work out. This song kind of wrote itself, I thought.
Luggage coming through, luggage coming through. Luggage coming through.
It's always nice when you applaud at the end of a song, and when it's one of ours, it feels that much better. Whew. Thank you. All right. Oh yeah, we got plenty of time. We are gonna get a little rowdy and we're gonna get a little nuts one time. I've always appreciated this band. I've always appreciated their stage shows. Never had a chance to see them live. And I've always thought it'd be really cool to do one of their songs. Now, if any of you here thought you were going to hear the song that we're about to play played on one of these, I promise you, you were lying. Mr. Soundman, if there's any way you can turn up the bass drum so they can hear it on the other side of the border, now would be the time. I promise you know the words. Feel free to sing along. Saying, oh, you gon' take me home tonight. Oh, down inside your red firelight. Oh, you gonna give it all you got. Fat bottom girls, you make the right world go round. I was just a skinny lad, never knew no good from bad. I knew love before I left my nursery. Left alone with big fat Fanny. She was such a naughty, nanny, creepy woman, made a bad boy out of me. I'm here singing with my band, across the water, across the land. I see every blue-eyed blues hell on the wind. Oh, their beauty and their smile was kinda smooth after a while, taking to their love and ladies every time. Oh, you gonna take me home tonight, please? Oh, down inside your red firelight. Oh, you gonna get it all hang out. Fat bottom girls, you make the world go round. In homes, I got stiffness in my bones, and the beauty queens in this locality. Feel I still get my pleasures, still got my greatest treasure. Big woman, you made a bad boy out of me. Oh, you gonna take me home tonight, please? Oh, down beside your red firelight. Oh, you gonna get all you got, fat bottom girls, you make the right world go round. Fat bottom girls, you make stop your red fire line. Oh, you gonna give it all you got. Fat bottom girls, you make the rocket world go round. Fat bottom girls, you make the rocket world go round. Fat bottom girls, you make the rocket world go round.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pitbull of Blues, Mr. Josh Rowland.
Hey, how can you go wrong with a song written by a gay man about a fat woman? You know what? I'm not exactly sure what time we're supposed to play till. You want to hear one more? At least one more? No, sir, the booze are in the bar over there. Supposedly we got enough time to do one more song. So Richie, no, I think we make it a fast one. All right. Sending this one out to my better half. Unfortunately, she cannot be here with us on this trip. But I'm sending it out to her anyway. So for all of you putting this on Facebook, miss you, honey. She's so sweet to me. Yeah, my cocktail mama, Lord, she's so sweet to me. Don't taste of love, Lord, baby, can't let her be. She's a cool drink of water and she's always so red hot. She's a cool drink of water and she's always so red hot. Won't taste of love, Lord, baby, can't ever stop. Well, my cocktail mama, cocktail mama, yeah, my cocktail mama. She's so sweet to me. JW Black and she's always on my mind. Strange JW Black and she's always on my mind. Want a little bit of loving, want to love her Lord all the time. She's my cotton candy mama, mama, cotton candy mama. Well, my cotton candy mama, well, my cotton candy mama. Well, my cotton candy woman, oh, she's so sweet to me. Come on and stand. Ladies and gentlemen, please let me introduce you to the Pitbull of Blues Band one more time. Over here to my right, ladies and gentlemen, always a pleasure to share the stage with him. Originally from the Garden State, now residing, because he's retired, now residing in the Fort Lauderdale area. Please show your love for Mr. Freddie Gasparini on the keys. They love you, man, they love you. Ladies and gentlemen, we shipped him all the way from Mississippi. He's always the most interesting man in the room. Even if he's the only one in it, it's always good. A man who's no stranger on this stage than any other stage.
I cut a shit, man.
Would you please give a great round of applause for my musical brother. He knew me when I used to be shorter than him. I'm not lying.
I knew him when he wasn't even as big as his hair.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Would you please put your hands together for one of our dearest friends, and an absolutely always, he will always be a member of the Pitbull of Blues family, ladies and gentlemen. Please give it up for Mr. Stan Street over here.
Thank you so much.
Do I have this right? This is your first time being at Niagara Falls Festival? Ladies and gentlemen, he is a Niagara Festival virgin this weekend. And Freddie too. That's right. I forgot, that's right. He was not with us last time we were here. Yes, indeed, that's right. It's the first time for anything, and they are sharing a room, so don't worry about that. We'll work that out later. Back on the drums, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned earlier, we've had the opportunity to share the stage together for 22 years. I started coming to a jam that he was a part of when I was 14 years old, and we've always had a hell of a lot of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please put your hands together for Mr. Richie Corselli on the drums. Thank you, my brother. Over here on the bass. It's to the point where we just call him Pops. And it's not a matter of anything other than just, it's, you know, seniority or old. Ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned earlier, born in the exact same hospital as I, both come from the great state of New Jersey. Put your hands together for my father, Mr. Denny Rowan, on the bass guitar.
The best part about having Stan Street here today, he's older than me by 2 months. So as long as we're still alive, he'll always be older than me.
It's big pops and little pops.
I modeled my beard after his.
That's right, that's right. I noticed you guys got the memo on that.
Over on the guitar, and the cigar box and all that other stuff. The master of the hot licks and the big hair. The Pitbull of Blues, Mr. Josh Rowan.
Niagara, thank y'all so much. Stick and stay, don't go away. There's plenty more music coming up. Thank you.
Ain't these guys something? I'll tell you. You know, by the way, Stan Street here did the logo, the backstage menu. Right on. He is an artist also, and a great harmonica player. These guys are really killers. We got, this is he. It's coming up in a few minutes, so hang loose.